It's not really going to be that long. We are going to get going here pretty soon. But I'd really like to know many things. Many things. Many things right now. I'd love to know. We are trying to see here. All right, how's it sound? Oh, that's pretty good. Better than I thought it was. Echoing into my mic. All right, we're down to 2 minutes. And since it's just me, we're going to get going. Hey, everybody, welcome. Everybody meaning me right now. We're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs for MLB. They've already started. We hope to have the World Series Showdown done before that, but didn't make it because of life. Want to show you where we've been. 118 teams in a playoff. And you can kind of see where we've been here. Playoff tree. Switched from exhibition mode into tournament mode in Out of the Park 24. And gives you a couple other options, but really it's about the same as far as this goes. We're down to the quarterfinals. You see over here the let me see if I say over here. Let's go over here. You see over here the playoff tree in this format. Down to the quarterfinals. There are 4 Yankee teams and then one each of the Reds, Dodgers, Cardinals, and Giants. All those franchises had multiple multiple teams in the tournament, but we've come down to this. So the last being the quarterfinals, the last 8 teams are the 1976 Reds. They are the top seeded team in all the tournament. 1981 Dodgers, who were seeded 104th. The 1982 St. Louis Cardinals. I have no idea what their seed is. 45th. 1939 Yankees. They were the 5th seed. 1998 Yankees. They were the 2nd seed. The 1932 Yankees, the 23rd seed. And the 62nd seed, 2012 San Francisco Giants. And lastly, the 2009 New York Yankees. Those are our 8 teams left. We're going to simulate those games right now. And let me get you back to some semblance of something or the other. Let's play the game. There we go. And you see the where we have it. We're going to do something here, even if it's wrong. Let's go. Can we go there? Let's go play. There we go. That's the one I wanted. And we're going to start with the 76 Reds and the 81 Dodgers. Dave Goltz, Pat Zachary on the mound for their respective teams. And I think at this stage we have to simulate the entire round, right? So hang on a minute. I know how to do that. Let's autoplay until next playoff round, and we'll see what happened. Boom. Okay, so Tom Phoebus for the 70 Orioles diagnosed with gout. Gout. He'll be out for 4 days. You know, the post-game spread in the dugout, I don't know. All right. And so let's go find out what happened in the playoffs. Playoff coverage. And you see here that some weirdness happened. What happened here? So I said to the next playoff round, and so the Cardinals, they finished, right? Okay. It's really strange. Okay, let's go to playoff coverage. I don't understand. So round 3 was there. Round 4 was there. Lead the series, they say. Oh, okay. Because we had an injury and it stopped things. I'm thinking, what's going on? All right, so that injury happened, and you can see where we are. We have the Reds are up 2-0 in their series on the Dodgers. Yankees are up 2-0 on their series with the Cardinals. Yankees, and these Yankees are split the first 2 games. So let's try that again. Let's unplay until the next playoff round. And there's a sweep by the 82 Cardinals, the underdog Cardinals, as it were. So you have, let's go back here. You can see the favored 76 Reds were, and excuse me, I'm pulling things you can't see out of the way. All right, so let's get that over here where I can see it. There we go. So you had a 6-game series with the Reds and the Dodgers. Ken Griffey Sr. was the MVP of that series. And let's check the playoff records here. You can see Mike Lum. Remember Mike Lum? Here's a name from the past. Johnny Bench didn't do so well. Ken Griffey pulled the team through 12 hits and 27 official at-bats, 4 RBI. Not much in the home run department. Foster and Morgan. On the Dodgers side, Dusty Baker was the star for them, but it wasn't enough. You have the Reds winning game 1 4-0, second game 2-0, third game, so it was 3-0, and the Dodgers did pretty much all they could, but dropped that game 6, and there they go. So then you have the 39 Yankees against the 82 Cardinals, and that was a sweep for the Cardinals against the Yankees. I wanted to see that again. Let me check this out. Let's go back to our thing here. And yeah, okay. And you see that Joe DiMaggio was the MVP, even though they got swept. Oh, no, they swept. Okay. Why did I keep saying this Cardinals swept? This is a quality show. I want you to know this is what happens when you give somebody who's kind of inept some computer equipment and let them on YouTube or Twitch or whatever else. You get this kind of quality show. This is all practice. That's why I'm not building any kind of audience. If you happen to see this, guard your eyes. Just, anywho, but it's out there. You put it out there on the web, it's out there. So I'm putting it out there. Anyway, 39 Yankees. Sweep. It pays to read. Reading is fundamental, kids. And there you go. Okay, this one here. Let's read along together. The 2009 Yankees win the series 4-2 over the 2012 Giants. So that makes another Yankee team headed to the semifinals. So we're going to have 3 Yankees and 1 Reds in the final. 6-game decision for the Yankees. And then in the other Yankee series, the 32 Yankees and the 98 Yankees, the 32 Yankees win that series 4-3. Babe Ruth was the hero for the 32 Yankees. So, you have the playoff tree, and you see the Yankees are going to go head-to-head. The Yankees and the Reds are going to... Actually, it's this way. These two right here and these two right here, which are off the screen. You can't see them, but they're going to go head-to-head. So, we're going to play this round again. And this is all about time. We got to finish this. So, let's go to the next round. Bob Welch, diagnosed with sore elbow. He's going to be out for about 2 weeks, which means we stopped somewhere. Let's find out where, shall we? We stopped after Game 1. Reds won Game 1 over the 39 Yankees, and the 32 Yankees won their first game. Reds are playing at home today, or in the Yankees ballpark. I think that may have been a mistake. The higher seed is supposed to start at home, and they did not. So, oops. Okay. So, but the Reds won anyway, and the other game, the 32 Yankees won on the strength of Lou Gehrig with 2 home runs. And trying to figure out what's going on here. So, all-time series. How come? All right, so I'm seeing the offensive lineup here. Oh, there it is, Babe Ruth. Okay, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, 2 for 4 with 4 RBI. So he got most of the scoring. All right, so let's continue and play off in the next round. And 2 times achieved. Finals, baby. I don't know how you achieved it twice because we've only done it once. But here you go. It's the 76 Reds against the 32 Yankees. That's kind of the way it looked to be shaping up to me, too. So let's go back to round 5, see what happened. The Reds, 4-2, jumped out, got the first 2 games. New York tied it up. Cincinnati with the last 2 games. And the other series, also a 6-game series. And there you go. So now we go to the final round. Who's it going to be? All right, well, let us see here. I guess the ability to say who's home team and who is not, maybe that's one of the things that I lose here in this particular, when you change to tournament mode rather than keeping it in exhibition mode. So here we go. Anyway, series starts soon. Let's finish today. No thanks. I don't even know what that means. So, New York's home team to start with. Not my preferred, not preferred for me, but that seems to be the case. I'd love to change that, but I can't. So let's take a look at the Reds roster. I did this whole tournament thing as a way to allow injuries to happen rather than setting up series after series on its own, which had advantages if I did it that way. But I was trying to allow injuries to happen, and they don't appear to be happening. So, I mean, you saw a couple of small ones, but I think the odds are that in a tournament this size, you would have had some more significant injuries, which just didn't turn out to be the case. And so there's your Reds lineup. Pitching. One thing it does do, however, is it allowed where the rotation doesn't necessarily set up like you would think. So right now they have the number 2 starter going for Cincinnati because Zachary is toasted from previous work in previous series. We can go to the 1932 Yankees, and they're in the same boat. Johnny Allen will be starting for New York, and he's cold right now. He is in a slump. Hadn't been doing well, according to all that's here. Let me see if we can do a time frame. Game type postseason. Let's see if it shows us. Yeah, there you go. So, see, he's his fielding independent pitching is 4.22. Their lineups. You can see Babe Ruth's been carrying them in the playoffs. 8 home runs, 23 RBIs, and this is just in the 64 team tournament that we've been doing. We did one round of 54 to begin with, knocked out 54 of the teams, then went into a 64 team round bracketed tournament. And so these statistics have to do with that 64 team tournament. I believe both of these teams received a bye in that first 54 team matchup anyway, so they wouldn't have had any statistics for that anyway. So you have here Babe Ruth, Earl Combs doing fairly well. Most of the teams doing fairly well. Lou Gehrig's had 9 home runs, 25 RBI. Let's take a look at pitching one time again. You have Jumbo Brown, who has appeared in 12. That's a lot. He appeared in 12 games. And I don't know. I mean, game started 6-6-6-8. That sounds about right? 26 games over the 64-team tournament. Johnny Allen is 4-1. Lefty Gomez 4-0. Red Ruffing 5-2. Back to the Reds and the 76 Reds. You see here Don Gullett, also cold, and he's should be your game 3 starter, I think, in this series. Fred Norman, right here, he's 4-0 in the playoffs. Probably gotten a lot of run support. Let's find out. You see there, Mike Lum, Ken Griffey Sr. kind of carrying the team. Not a lot of home runs here. George Foster 5 and Joe Morgan 4. It's a team built for that artificial turf in Riverfront. So Um, yeah. Okay, so let's go, shall we? Let's go to the playoffs, and we'll get started with the World Series Showdown series final of the world. I was going to play it. I wasn't going to simulate it, but there it is. Game one. The 32 Yankees defeat the 76 Reds 8-3. It was Tony Lazzeri coming out as the hero. Fred Norman. Yeah. Johnny Allen. Fred Norman went 4. Ran into trouble right away in the first. And then Yankees tacked on 3 more in the 6th. And you have there Lou Gehrig, 2-run home run. And Cesar Geronimo with a run-scoring single. All right. That's game one. Finished today. Let's see if I can do this differently this time. Let's play. Game two. Gary Nolan and Lefty Gomez are your starters. Each are 4-0 in the playoffs. Lefty Gomez with the 1.67 ERA. We're going to start the game. Let's go. And here we go. And there you go. There's the lineups. Let's see if we can get this thing underway. Ken Griffey strikes out swinging. And sorry, I have it in some kind of thing. Let's change this. I want this to go. Pause after each play. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And see, the computer is doing everything. And back to game action. There we go. Pete Rose, base on balls. Got 1 on, 1 out for the Reds. Top of the first inning. Pete Rose picked off. And that was Bill Dickey throwing him out there. Another walk to Joe Morgan. I would think Morgan would be running as well. Except George Foster's up to bat and they let him hit. But he walks. And then you have a fly ball. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits. 2 left. We go to the bottom of the first. You have Gary Nolan. Error on the first batter. And then a single. So you got some trouble already. First and second. And there's a single down the line. And the bases are loaded. Okay. And a walk. A bases loaded walk. And can't say I blame you. Babe Ruth was up to bat, so maybe the lesser of 2 evils. Yeah. All right. See if he can hold him to 1 run. Oh. Yep. Holds him down to 1 run despite the error and 2 base hits and a walk. Cesar Geronimo flies out. Johnny Bench walks. Don't expect him to be stealing. Concepcion, another walk. Gomez is a little wild today. He's a 45 on control, so I'm not surprised. I'm sorry, was that a triple play? I did not even... What? Hang on a minute. I was looking down. Holy cow, I think it was. I think that was a triple play because I didn't see it. Anyway, let's go to the third. Griffey doubles. And we are... Okay. And I'm going to take my picture off there a minute. Let you watch this. I'm actually looking for a cable. All right. Reds tie it up. It's 1-1. They really need to take this game. Don't want to go down 2-0, even though they are in New York. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on. Leave them loaded. I'm just really highly curious about, was that a triple play? I don't know. Gonna have to go back and see. All right. Garrett grounds out. And Babe Ruth caught looking. He's struck out 20 times in the postseason. Wow. Concepcion flies out, and we go to the bottom of the order. Gary Nolan, pitcher up. He grounds out. You got 2 outs. Top of the order, Ken Griffey Sr. He's done pretty well today. And he grounds out this time. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th. And a fly out for Lazzeri. Bill Dickey up. He flies out. You got 2 out. And Lynn Larry singles. Never heard of Lynn Larry, honestly. And then but you get a ground out to Sewell. And you're going to have the middle third of the order for the Reds. Rose up first. He grounds out. Turns it over to Joe Morgan. And he gets a walk. Fly out to Griffey. Okay. You know, it's just all so quick. A base on balls to safe, no throw. All right. Foster to second to third, 2 outs. And there's a single. First and second. And okay, they score 1. Get the lead 2-1. And okay. So they tie it up. 2-2. Gehrig flies up, and they take the lead. No throw from Griffey. Checks his swing. Not enough. The umpire rings him up. Yankees get 2. They go back in front. Concepcion grounds out. Nolan in the 6th. Is he going to hit? Yes, he is. Strikes out. I would have pinch hit him, but hey. And Sparky Anderson, you know, he was the hook, right? He should have hooked him right there, I think. Got some pinch hitting going. Griffey steals second. In scoring position. But there's an out. And that's going to be it. Lazzeri walks. Bill Dickey up. He flies out. There's a ground out. Lazzeri advances to second. You have Sewell up. Joe Sewell is intentionally walked to get to the pitcher, Lefty Gomez, with 2 out. Oh, and there is some good managing right there. Pinch hitter Merle Hogue hits the 3-run home run off of Gary Nolan. The Yankees take it out, and then it's followed up by another home run from Ben Chapman. Back-to-back jacks. It's 7-2. Where are you, Sparky? There you go. Will McEnany. Okay. Not sure when he got. Yeah, okay. 2 home runs, and it's 7-2. Big hole for the Reds. I think Morgan gets on. Fly out. 1 out in the top of the 7th. Morgan caught stealing. Terrible place to get caught stealing. You're down by 5. I don't know what's going on. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It looks like the Yankees are in command of this one. I'm going to do something. It looked like he dropped it, but he didn't. Okay, what are we doing? The Reds creep ever closer. Somehow that got hit. Let's turn that off. All right. Lynn Larry, Santo Acala. I don't know how to say his name. Acala. I don't know. Another pinch hitter. He grounds out. Got some pinch hitting going on for the Yankees. 7-3. Into the top of the 9th. This could be it. Base on balls for Rose. Morgan singles, trying to mount a threat. Foster strikes out. There's 1 out. Tony Perez flies out. Why are you tagging up? You're down by 4. You don't matter. Another walk. Bases loaded walk. Winning run. Go ahead runs at the plate. But a fielder's choice to the pinch hitter Bob Bailey and ends it. Reds had the winning run at the plate, or the go-ahead run at the plate, couldn't do it. And it's a 7-4 win. Yankees are up 2-0 on the Reds. Let's finish today. I said, let's finish today. Here we go. Game 3. That's right. We had a travel day. That's why I had to hit that twice. Travel day. All right. Today in Cincinnati, Red Roughing, Pat Zachary. See if the Reds can get it going at home. Oh, I meant to check that triple play thing. We'll go back next time. Let's start the game. Boom, we started the game. Okay. Earl comes, he walks. 1 on, 1 out. Gehrig grounds into double play. 3 up, 3 down. And here come the Reds. Red roughing against the Reds. A walk for Griffey. Rose rounds out. Single. Griffey to third. First and third, one out. Morgan steals second base. And there's a single by Foster. He gets an RBI. First and third, still one out. Tony Perez coming up. He flies out, but the runner stays at third. Cesar Geronimo walks. Bases loaded for Concepcion. And a bases clearing double for Concepcion. And the Reds out to a 4-0 lead. Back-to-back doubles. And it's 5-0. Red roughing getting roughed up by the Reds. That's funny. And there we go. Let's once again leave you with just the game. All the crashing is okay. It's fine. My camera is dying is the problem. I am all right. Going to the top of the fourth. Yankees still in trouble here. Gary gets a single. Their first hit of the game. So the no-hitter is gone for Zachary. One out, man on second. Missouri on second. Here comes Bill Dickey. He walks. It's first and second. One out. Top of the fourth. A little bit of trouble here for Zachary. Fielder's choice. You got first and third. And then a single. 5-2. Pinch hitter Hogue. Last game he hit a 3-run homer. Not this time. He flies out, and that's the inning. We'll see more now pitching for the 32 Yankees. And he has 2 outs. Bases. There we go. My camera is definitely dying. I don't know why. Okay. Let's get rid of this then. guess. All right. Apparently, continuity camera doesn't work. And charge your phone at the same time. So, how about that? Game's still running. It's 5-3 now as the Yankees have gotten a little closer. Perez grounds out. Okay, nothing doing. We go to the top of the 6th. Lynn Larry grounds out. There's one out. Pat Zachary still rolling along, 117 pitches. Sewell singles. Let's see what happens here. This is where I'd kind of take him out, but they don't. And he holds on, gets out of the inning. He's up to 118 pitches. Has a 5-3 lead. I still would take him out. He's third up in the inning, so maybe a pinch hitter. Concepcion grounds out. And then you have Bench. Bench strikes out. Pinch hitter maybe? Come on. Do it. Yep. Doug Flynn pinch hits and flies out. So we're going to have a new pitcher for the Reds. It's going to be Pedro Borbon. 2-0 in the playoffs. Strikes out the first man he faces. Earl Combs grounds out. Lou Gehrig strikes out. 1-2-3 for Borbon and the Reds in the bottom of the 6th. Or top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th, where Ken Griffey singles. 1 on, nobody out. Wilcie Moore still pitching for the Yankees. He's thrown 36 pitches. But now he gets substituted for Charlie Devins. Rose greets him with a double. So we got second and third, nobody out. Joe Morgan up to bat. He grounds out. And nobody scores. It's crazy. Foster walks, bases loaded, 1 out for Tony Perez. 2-run single for Tony Perez. He has 16 RBI in the postseason. Very nice. Cesar Geronimo hitting .257. Doubles. And we got a bunch of people scoring. And Danny McFadden comes in for the Yankees, kind of to shut the barn door a little bit too late, as it were. Home run for Johnny Bench. It's 11-3. And they pinch it for Borbon. Bailey walks. And the Yankees finally get out of the inning, but not before the Reds score 6. Santo Alcala pitching for the Reds. And he gets through the top of the 8th. And now it's Pete Rose. He grounds out. Danny McFadden still pitching for the Yankees. He's gone about 8 innings, giving up 3 earned runs in his time in the playoffs. Foster singles with 2 outs. And nothing doing for the Reds. Little dribbler to the pitcher. It's ground out. And there's a fly out to center field. And a ground out. And the game is over. 11 runs on 11 hits for the Reds. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Yankees. And you see there the box score. Zachary, the winning pitcher, 5-1 in the playoffs. Red roughing, roughed up by the Reds, 5-3 in the playoffs. Bourbon gets the hold. Not a save opportunity. And we go get some achievements here. 9 men coming to the plate in the first inning for the Reds, and 6 runs scored in the 7th inning. And as they say, nice. All right, I have a question back from game 2, and you know what it is. It's the game log. No valent parent node. Oh, parse the error. No. There it is. He was just out really quickly, right? Yeah, okay. I thought somewhere there was a triple play, but okay, there was a double play. That's what it was. Okay, so Nolan flew out, and what's Bench doing trying to go to third? Unbelievable. Okay. Fly out to... That's weird. Okay. So let's finish today. No valid parent node. Okay. Let's go to playoff coverage then. And game 4, George Pipgrass, 3-1 against Don Gullett. He's 2-3. And while we're here, hang on a minute. Let's see what happens when I do a camera. Nothing. Because my camera's gone. All right, let's fix that, shall we? We don't want that. We'll have to use camera B. Nope. We'll have to use that one. Look at that. All right. Just to say I was here. That's all. And we'll get rid of this. Sorry. Whoa. That's what happens when you accidentally hit your screen. All right. Anyway, we'll stop playing and start playing. Game 4. World Series Showdown. Final round. 76 Reds trying to tie up the series. So they're playing against the 1932 New York Yankees. Yeah, I'll finish the sentence. All right. Start the game. Here we go. Boom. I mean, you started, it starts. Ground out. 2 outs before you even know what happens. Don Gullett on the mound. Sammy Bird for Yankees. Batter is Gehrig. He grounds out. And that's it. Chapman, Bird, Gehrig. Go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Here come the Reds. Ken Griffey strikes out looking. Pete Rose. Grounds out. Rose had been batting .347 in the series up till then, in the playoffs. Joe Morgan singles. Always a threat to run. Always a threat to get thrown out. But there he is. He steals without a throw. As Dickey holds on to it. Little dribbler. Foster's out. We go to the second inning. No score. Ruth strikes out swinging. That is a lot of strikeouts, I think, for him in the playoffs. Lazeri, an error. E1. So Gullett makes a little throwing error. Self-inflicted wound, but there's 2 outs after Dickey flies out. Lynn Larry doubles, and Lazzeri scores. It's 1-0. And that's it for the Yankees in the second, but they score 1. We go to the bottom of the second. Perez flies out. Geronimo grounds out. And Concepcion grounds out. Down in order. Here come the Yankees one more time. They could take a commanding 3-1 series lead if they could hold on to this lead. Pipcrass strikes out swinging. We go to the top of the order with Ben Chapman. And he grounds out. Second time he grounds out in the game. Sammy Bird flies out. That's it. Bench, Gullett, and Griffey up for the Reds in the bottom of the third. Bench strikes out. He's been pretty dreadful in the playoffs, by the way. Under 200 for the playoffs. Gullett strikes out. I think that's his 9th at bat in the playoffs. Yet to do anything. Ken Griffey also strikes out. So he strikes out the side. Some lucky fan just won a prize of some sort somewhere. Gehrig singles 0 for 1. And now he's 1 for 2. Okay, base on balls to Ruth. You got first and second, nobody out. A little trouble for Gullett. But there's a ground ball. Advances the runners. Another ground out does not advance the runners. And a single advances the runners. Ruth holds up at third. It's 2-0. And a ground out does it. They score another single run in the 4th inning, and now the Reds are down 2-0. Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, George Foster up. And Rose grounds out. Morgan flies out. Foster on a 2-0 pitch flies out as well. 107.5 exit velocity. Needed a little bit more than that. George Pipcrass, the pitcher, grounds out. We go to the top of the order. Ben Chapman, he's grounded out twice. He grounds out a third time. And there's 2 outs. Sammy Bird singles, keeps it going for Lou Gehrig. Always a threat. He singles. First and third for Babe Ruth. The left-hander deals to the left-hander, and he gets him to roll it over to second. That ends the inning. You got Perez, Geronimo, Concepcion. Perez walks. He's walked 20 times in the postseason. Huh? How about that? But Geronimo strikes out. Dan Dreesen strikes out in a pinch hitting role. Now you have Johnny Bench, who strikes out. A lot of strikeouts. Johnny Bench just so bad in this series. And here you go. Lazzeri, he bounces out. All right. You got 2 outs and 3 outs. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Reds needs to start something. Gullett is first up. And they let him hit. He strikes out. It's the 6th inning. You need some runs. Why do you let him hit? I have no idea. Anywho. Griffey reaches on an error. That's an error on Tony Lazzeri. Makes the error. And then Griffey steals second. And another error. This one on the third baseman, Joe Sewell. 1 out. And he walks in a run. George Foster walks in. And you got Tony Perez coming up with 1 out. Now with 2 outs. Fielder's choice. And strikes out. So they score 1. Had a chance to do more damage, but they only get 1. And now the Yankees batting in the top of the 7th, bottom of the order. Pipgrass up. They let him hit. He grounds out. He's only given up 1 hit today, so I totally understand him going still. Not so sure I understand Gullett, but Chapman's now on second. He gets out of it. And we have the Reds. Should see Gullett pinch hit for this inning. Pipgrass is at 105 pitches. And gets his 10th strikeout. Should get his 11th here. Nope. Johnny Bench actually puts the bat on the ball. How about that? Okay. Gets out of it. Bob Bailey was ineffective as a pinch hitter. We go to the top of the 8th. 2-1 Yankees. You got Pedro Borbon pitching. He's done really okay. A walk. 30th walk for Ruth in the postseason. Wow. Fielder's choice. And you got 2 outs. A throwing error. Oh, my word. And it's 3-1 insurance run here late in the ball game. And another walk by Borbon. His first 2 walks in the playoffs, but he gets out of it. They score 1. And Reds need to put something together here. Rose makes it out. Morgan makes it out. Foster hit by pitch. Perez grounds out. There's only 1 inning to go. 3 outs left for the Reds to do something. They got to hold on here. Get the top of the order coming up. Chapman, fruitless day. Continues to be fruitless. And Bird singles. He's now 2 for 5. Borbon's still pitching. Oh, my word. Just what they didn't need to see. Lou Gehrig with the 2-run home run. Puts him up by 4 in the top of the 9th. Pipgrass has only given up 1 hit. When we go to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Geronimo, Flynn, and Bench. The bottom of the order for the Reds. Not looking good. Geronimo strikes out. Doug Flynn, gets a walk. Second time he's walked. You got Bench. 2-run home run from Johnny Bench. Pulls the Reds closer. They're still down by 2, though. Manny Sarmiento is going to be lifted here for a pinch hitter. It's Mike Lum. He walks. Keeps his impressive stats going. Ken Griffey grounds out. Down to their last out. And a walk. Still down to their last out. 2 on, 2 out. And Joe Morgan strikes out. That's the ball game. Yankees hold on for a 5-3 victory. 3 runs. It's 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Yankees. 3 runs, 2 hits, 3 errors. More errors than they had hits. For the Reds, Pipgrass gets the victory on 7 shutout innings. Don Gullett with the loss. He's 2-4 in the playoffs. And now we are down to it. Pipgrass with the corner painter achievement as he strikes out 10 on 125 pitches in 7 innings. Nice. Tomorrow in Cincinnati, it's going to be Herb Pennock, Jack Billingham. No, sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. Today, it's going to be Johnny Allen, Fred Norman. Sorry. I don't know if it said that and changed or what happened, but here we go. It's game 5. This could be it right here. We start the game. It'll start right away with Ben Chapman at the plate. No national anthem or anything. It'll just go boom. And there it is. He grounds out, as he's done for a lot. Okay, he's only hitting 248 as a leadoff hitter. Base on balls for Sammy Bird. How are we doing on time? Pretty good. All right. Oh, he shakes off the little injury. Base on balls for Gehrig. Norman needs to do something good here, but he gives up a 3-run home run instead. It's a 3-run home run for Tony Lazzeri. And right out of the gate, the Yankees are up 3-0. It is looking bad for the 76 Reds. I don't know if you can tell. I don't have to be unbiased here. I'm all for the Reds here. I'm one of those people that Yankees, no. So here we go. Base on balls for Griffey. He's on. And Pete Rose, fielder's choice. Griffey goes. All right. Morgan, base on balls. Pete Rose to second. First and second, 1 out. See if they can get some back. But Foster strikes out. They really needed a big one there. And Perez strikes out. So 2 strikeouts. Johnny Allen shuts him down after getting into a bit of a jam. And now Lynn Larry starts off the second with a walk. Fred Norman not doing so well today. Need the bullpen to get going here because now it's second and third. Nobody out. Joe Sewell up to bat. I'm sorry. Johnny Allen up to bat. He grounds out. They don't have a bunt or anything. I don't know. And Chapman strikes out. So it's 2 outs. And then another strikeout to Bird. And so they had a little bit of a threat, but nothing doing. Now we go to the red side, and Geronimo starts it off with a double. Digging 103.1 exit velocity on that hit. And now it's Concepcion. He grounds out. Toronto advances to third, 1 out. Johnny Bench strikes out. Goodness. And Fred Norman strikes out. So there you go. The 76 Reds were the number 1 team as judged by Dan Holmes of Baseball Leg. So they made him look pretty good. Pretty good indeed. And the 32 Yankees, I think they were highly rated too as well, I think. And go to the bottom of the third. Griffey gets on an error as Lazzeri makes another error. Now Griffey steals second with 1 out. And a ground out. Griffey gets to third. Trying to small ball it. And there's a triple. Triple from George Foster. And it's 3-1 New York. A ground out from Perez, and we go to the top of the fourth. So we're finishing this up, and I'm going to send all these results to Dan Holmes just as a follow-up to his article. Let him know. If you happen to run across any of these videos, you'll probably run across them in YouTube, and if you made it this far, man, what are you doing with your life? But we're going to come back next spring. We'll do a full tournament. That's the plan. That is the plan. And hopefully it'll be produced way better than this one. But I like the kind of playthrough to watch them. I really didn't like the recap. This thing right here, where you're watching them play, and somebody's talking, it may be boring, but I like to see how it happened, how the sausage is made. And so I don't always agree with how the sausage is made. But Lou Gehrig singles, and it's 4-1 Yankees as Chapman scores. Babe Ruth makes an out. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 4-1 New York. Griffey doubles. So that's a good start to the bottom of the fifth. Here comes Pete Rose. He singles. First and third. Nobody out. Let's not do anything stupid here, guys. Johnny Allen's still pitching. He's up to 70 pitches. And there's a single from Joe Morgan. Rose to seconds. First and second. Nobody out. And Foster, he strikes out. And Dan Dreesen, pinch hitting for whatever reason. And then there's a fly out. So Dreesen pinch hit for Perez. I'm not sure why, but he did. And it's 4-2. Lazari starts off with a single at the top of the sixth. It brings up Bill Dickey. And Lazari steals second on Johnny Bench. But Dickey strikes out, and there's one out. And Lynn Larry grounds out. Lazari makes it to third. There's two out. Man on third. Joe Sewell is intentionally walked to get to Johnny Allen. And the pitcher flies out. So I don't know that I would have intentionally walked to Sewell, though. Just get him out. You can get him out. Concepcion grounds out. Johnny Bench strikes out, as he often has. Only hitting 184 for the postseason. And Bob Bailey is the pinch hitter. He singles. My mic was attacking me. And Griffey walks with two outs. A little two-out trouble for Johnny Allen. But there's a ground out to Pete Rose, and that's all there is. It's 4-2 going to the top of the seventh. Yankees looking to wrap up their championship of championships. The series of series. Sammy Bird gets the hat trick there. Do they call it a hat trick or golden sombrero in baseball? I don't know. Is golden sombrero 4? Probably. Wild pitch for Raleigh Eastwick. Eastwick is 1-2 in the playoffs with a 4.23 ERA. Now a balk. Wild pitch and a balk. And now a single. Is there a second or second? Third. Okay, 6-2. Raleigh Eastwick has been nothing short of ineffective. As he walks one, he's at a walk, wild pitch, a balk. Gets out, take me out to the ball game. And Joe Morgan grounds out. Start off the bottom of the seventh. Down by 4. George Foster caught stealing. Police. Okay, so This is where computer simulations are frustrating. Okay, really, really. And I'd say, well, do it manually and manage them like they would have been managed back in the day. I know George Foster would not have been stealing in that situation. But I really don't know what, a 1920s manager would have been doing in some of these other games. So who knows? Gehrig doubles and Will McEnany. I remember that twosome of McEnany and Eastwick. I always liked McEnany better than Eastwick, but neither one of them is very effective right now. It's now 8-2. And they can start, I think they can start doing the engraving on the trophy. I wonder what kind of trophy. Maybe that's what we ought to do with the, yeah. Maybe I'll do that. I'll get an AI-generated version of the World Series Showdown World Series Champion trophy.
There are 14 World Series games between October 28, 2022 and November 4th, 2023.
Aren't you glad you know that? If you say World Series enough times, you're going to invoke the Apple Assistant. That's all I can tell you. Good grief. All right. 2 outs for the Yankees in the top of the ninth. Santo Alcala pitching. He's put 2 on. Yankees aren't letting up here. Ben Chapman, though, is finally gets a hit, a double, and it's 10-2. The Reds' relief pitching has been no relief whatsoever today when they most needed it. And so Santo isn't getting anybody out. He finally does. It's 10-2. We go to the last 3 outs for the Reds. Top of the order, Griffey, Rose, and Morgan. But they got too much ground to make up. And we'll see more on the mound for the Yankees. Griffey grounds out. Rose walks. She got 1 out, 1 on. Morgan hits into fielder's choice. You're down to your last out. And Foster prolongs the agony, gets on an error, first and second, 2 outs. A single to Andreessen. Now there's bases loaded. Cesar Geronimo up, 2 outs. And a walk. We'll see more, making it interesting. Dave Concepcion, last chance for the Reds. And he does something that goes by so quick, I don't even see what they did. But there was something. Grounds out. And that was it. You have the 1932 New York Yankees. Confetti is flying and residents are smiling in 1932. As they win 10-3 and do away with the Cincinnati Reds, favorites, champions. They get the achievement. 5 games, 4 games to 1. Cincinnati only coming through in game 3. And there you have it. We'll go ahead and finish today. And here's your playoff coverage, your playoff tree, champions. Right there. The trophy's there. That's not the trophy. There's the winners. So, let me see if I can find the 1932 23rd seed. They were the 23rd seed. They beat the second seeded 1998 Yankees in the semifinal in the quarterfinal. Then advanced and beat the 43rd seed Yankees in the semifinal, and came and finished up against the top seeded 1976 Cincinnati Reds. And so that's how it happened. That's how it happened. And we'll compile all this and get that all to somebody, and we'll try this again next time. There's going to be a World Series winner crowned here in the next few weeks, as the baseball playoffs have already started. And so hope you've enjoyed our little tour through this. It's been stop and start, hit and miss. Find it if you can. We'll be back, like I said, in the spring, and try one a little bit better. It's been fun. Thanks.